Start the party.
From hottest topics in the news to one-on-one interviews and all the hit tunes you want to hear, this is what's hot.
Yo, it's What's Hot with Shimei Cook. I am Shimei Cook. I got my guest co-host Vanessa Missick back in the building. How you doing, Vanessa? We are back. I'm back from a boat, from a cruise. I'm back from vacation. It is raining outside, but we're going to keep it hot inside. How you doing, Vanessa? Thank you so much for coming on the show again.
I'm doing so well. Thank you so much for having me again. This is always a fun time.
Yes, it's always a fun time. It's a great time here on What's Hot. On today's show, we got you guys covered with the latest news and the hot headlines, the hot report, and we got two special guests in the building. We got DJ Smoke coming in at the top of the second hour, and also we got Marcus Spates coming in. He is the senior class president-elect, so make sure you guys tune in for that in the second hour. And always, but first of all, I'm so glad to be back on land. You don't understand, like on a boat, when I'm gonna talk about it in What's Hot with you, it's like you're moving. I'm I think my body's so used to moving around, so I'm glad I'm like on land, settled and ready to go. I missed you guys. I missed doing this work, this thing called radio. But we can listen to some Beyonce, all right? Before we get on the other side, start the show off with some positivity. The hot spotlight is next. Is What's Up with Shimei Cook. Jolene Beyonce is off of Cowboy Carter 2, Act 2, here on What's Hot is What's Hot with Shimei Cook. I am Shimei Cook. Let's start the show off with some positivity. Got my guest co-host Vanessa Missick in the building. How you doing, Vanessa?
I'm doing good.
Good. Let's start the show off, as I said, with some positivity, giving somebody the credit they deserve for being great. And I'm going to give the hot spotlight to Beyonce herself. We just played Jolene. She just became the first black woman to top the Billboard charts with a country album. Let's give her a clap offering for that, because that's definitely monumental. She's breaking barriers for black artists to not just be put in one box of R&B and hip hop. She's showing that she is, no pun intended, but she's that girl, because she had a song called That Girl. I'm that girl. So it's just like she is breaking barriers, and I'm very grateful to see what she's doing for culture and for music, and country music as well. So that's my hot spotlight. Who are you going to get the hot spotlight to?
For me, mine is going to go to Amac Sweets, Asia Mac. She is a student here. She runs Amac Sweets. That's her business. She does candied fruit.
Okay.
When I tell y'all, if you order once, you will keep ordering. I need everybody.
Addictive.
Yes.
Oh,
it's
really?
so good. She does her thing. She's professional, very sweet. Yeah, that's who my hot spotlight goes out to. She deserves it. She is that girl. Since we're on the topic of that girl, she is that girl. Yeah.
Now, if you want to give somebody the credit they deserve for being great, call us up, 919-579-2444. That is the number, the hot spotlight. I love this segment. You're giving it's positivity, and we love positivity here on the show. Coming up, the hot headlines. Did you see that solar eclipse?
I didn't. No.
I didn't. It wasn't in North Carolina, but everybody's talking about that. But also in NCAA women's basketball championship was the most watched women's basketball championship in ever. So we're gonna talk about that and much more. It's What's Up with Shimei Cook. It's Usher. Good. NCC all your net. Keep it here. It's What's Up with Shimei Cook. I am Shimei Cook. Got my guest co-host Vanessa Missick in the building. How you doing, Vanessa?
Always good.
Good. Let's get started. It's time for the hot headlines. Here we go. All right, we're gonna go there. Well, it is What's Hot with Shimei Cook, so we go there all the time.
These are the stories heating up in the news.
Someone is not doing their job correctly, because this is blasphemous. I'm sorry.
This is hot headlines.
Allegedly.
Okay.
On What's Hot.
All right, let's get into it. So, recently, college basketball was a big deal over the weekend, and the NCAA Women's Basketball Championship was the most watched women's basketball game ever. Everyone and their mother was tuned in over the weekend to watch South Carolina defeat Iowa and take home the NCAA Women's Championship. So many viewers tuned in that. Deadline reported. According to Deadline, that on the Sunday's game was a record-breaking national audience. In an average about 18.7 million viewers across ABC and ESPN, which marks a 89% increase in viewership year over year. That's crazy that women's basketball is getting more, viewers as it ever. I'm like that. We're getting more views. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do stuff at the same time, but no, I'm liking that women's basketball is getting more audience because they should. Because first of all, women's basketball is, in my opinion, much more entertaining than men's basketball.
Here's okay. So I'm not really a sports person in general.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard much about what the men got going on. I've only heard people, hyping up what the women have going on.
Yeah.
And that doesn't surprise me. And I know my mom. She don't play about basketball. She be doing her thing. Well, she's. How old am I? That's not important. But yeah, my mama, she be balling.
She be balling?
Yeah, she be balling. So she was telling me, like, when it comes to women's basketball, they stick more to the game. And it's not so much as like, ego driven. Like it's just we're here to play the game, get it done and get it over with.
Yeah.
And that's what people want to see. Like, we want to see you come like you know what you're doing.
Exactly.
So I think that's what people have been entertained by for the most part as this has been progressing and people have been drawn into it. I'm
liking that it's giving more audiences because for so long women's sports in general doesn't get as much publicity or attention as it does for men's basketball or men's sports. Right. So I'm glad that and I think that through Angel Reese from LSU and Dawn Staley, and congratulations to the Lady Cox for winning in South Carolina, because women's basketball, you'll see that they need to get more publicity, they need more get credit, get more advocacy, because it's not fair that it should be equal between both genders and both programs, because they're just as talented as the guys.
Correct. So
I'm glad that when it comes to ratings, it got 18.7 million viewers across ABC and ESPN. So major props to that. That's in other news. Meta's AI. So Meta owns Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. Meta's AI imaging generator reportedly struggles to create interracial couples and friend groups. Meta's AI image generator is being put on blast because its inability to create interracial couples and friend groups. CNN reports that after making several interracial prompts for the AI generator to follow, it only created same races relationships. I think Dr. Umar will like this.
That really doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Like, the technology that people have to program and code to make this is man-made. So, that doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah.
Especially because, you'll notice the things that are censored, like hand the faucets and things like that. Like, you struggle, at least with my skin, I struggle to get the water to come on. But then someone that is not as
melanated,
blessed in the melanin department, not as blessed as me, like they struggle to turn on the water. They don't struggle to turn on the water thing. So it's like, what's this here? What's this here?
I don't know.
What kind of programming made this an issue? Doesn't surprise
that's
me.
just like with the health system as well, because I remember going to the pediatrician when I was younger, and they used to always call me obese, but the scale's based off of a white person. It's just it's never based off of black people or people of color. So it's just what the hell is going on? It's this is so unfair, but we digress. I think Dr. Umar, you know who Dr. Umar is?
Yes.
He would love this.
This would definitely be something for him to talk about.
Exactly. But AI is always something brand new. So, all right. Finally, Coach files a lawsuit against Gap for selling Coach T-shirt. Coach has put a lawsuit out against Gap Inc., accusing its Old Navy division for trademarking inflammation. The lawsuit was logged in by Los Angeles Federal Court, and the Hart's The heart of the dispute is Gap's sales of T-shirt that says the word coach, which according to Coach has been done without their permission.
I feel like in moments like this, when already big enough brands are like, hey, you can't use my stuff, it's just
okay, first of all, coach is a word. That's number one.
Yeah,
that is a word. But
very true.
After looking at the picture, right, it was a woman wearing a shirt. It was a green shirt. I put it, if you watch the us on Cook Entertainment, I put the picture up right there. But it usually says, so it's a green shirt with a woman that says coach. I don't see what's the problem. But
is it the signature font?
No, it's not. It's just a regular. That's what I'm saying. In a way, I don't know. I think these companies trying to get money as whatever they can.
That's exactly what it is.
But in the same time, it is what it is. It's just a coach. It's a coach T-shirt. It really is not that big of a deal. And first of all, you don't own the word coach.
Exactly.
Coach was made before coach. So, whatever. All right, that was what's hot. That was the hot headlines. Coming up is what's hot with you. This is when me and my guest co-host, in this case, Miss Vanessa Missick, we're gonna be talking about what's going on in our life. You know, I got a crew. I was just on a cruise. I got a lot to talk about. What's hot with you is next. It's what's hot with Shimei Cook. It's what's hot with Shimei Cook. We're talking food here behind the scenes. I'm Shimei Cook.
We are hungry. Yes, we are talking food.
I'm Shimei Cook. Got my guest co-host Vanessa Missick in the building. It's time to get into a segment I love to call. It's called What's Hot with You. This is where me and my guest co-hosts, in this case Vanessa Missick, talk about what we got going on in our lives and life as a college student. So I just recently got back yesterday for my cruise, Carnival Freedom Cruise, to the Bahamas. When I tell you that this cruise was amazing, it was great. I had a great time. I got VIP, right? Because I won this contest or something, right?
Oh snap!
Yeah, I won a contest and they sent a bottle to my room, chocolate covered strawberries to my room. Yeah,
oh my God, they love you.
I have the bottle in my apartment. I'm not 21, so I'm not going to drink it until I turn 21. Okay, so I am civilized. I'm going to follow the law, so I'm not breaking no laws. So if you're listening, I'm not breaking any laws. I'm not going to drink the bottle. It's just in my apartment until I turn 21, which is February 3rd, 2025. But it's okay.
That's basically tomorrow.
It's not tomorrow, but it's okay.
Time flies.
It really does. It really does. It feels like I was just 15 the other day. Exactly. But we digress. But no, I'm going to keep the bottle for memories because it was a great experience. They have like a nice. They got a casino. I didn't play anything, but the casino. I played bingo. I was like one thing away. It was like N27. I was like, if she needed to call N27, I would have won $5,000. Didn't win, but it's okay. I know it was a $5,000 bingo, and that was included with me getting VIP. I got a free bingo thing, and that was like, oh, they probably did that on purpose. So since I was already VIP, they didn't want me to win. But we digress.
That's what it's giving. I don't know. Working against you.
But no, it was pretty good. It was a family cruise. I went with we were celebrating my sister's birthday. She was turning 10. So so it was great. Her birthday was on Sunday. And that was the last night on the cruise. So we had the captain's dinner, the captain's ball. It was really cool. The casino, they had like different things for the different age groups, and they had a teens club and the pool. I can't swim, so I was just in the sun for a bit. Then when we stopped at the Bahamas, I bought some stuff, and guess what? I lost them.
What did you buy?
So I bought a mug, right? Because if you know me, I collect mugs. If you go to my apartment, I have a whole mug collection, right? But I lost it because when we went back onto the boat, we went to go eat, and it's a buffet. And when I tell you the food is good, the food is good. So it was like unlimited, like buffet. They had like chicken, they had pizza, all that stuff. I forgot what we were eating that time, but
so hungry.
Yeah, my mouth was watering just thinking about the food. But no, we were just there, and then I just left the bag. Like I forgot. My mind goes totally different things. Because I was also working on this vacation, so I was an iPad kid, right? Because there's no service on the boat, so I paid for a internet package, but I could only use one device at a time, and my iPad was picking up better service with the internet. So I was carrying around my iPad, and that's how I could communicate. I could text through my iPad. I was texting Vanessa when I was on the boat too, to schedule the stuff for the show and other people for the show, and make sure everything was good, because I still had business to handle when I was away, and so I could be successful when I came back. So I had my bag, right, and I was getting ready to go. I had to go upstairs because I had to go do something, back to the room to do something, and I forgot the bag right when I was sitting, and when I went back, it was gone. So I had to go to guest services to make sure everything was, for them to check the cameras. It was a camera right there, but the angle was so far away, they couldn't see what happened to the bag. But we found the bag. But guess what was only in there? A rock that I got from the beach. Everything else was gone. I got bracelets. I got a mug. Everything else is gone.
Whoever stole that, you're going to prison. I hope you know that. I hope you're listening to the show and you're going to prison.
So that was that. So. But guess what? So we stopped at another island, and I got another mug, and I got some bracelets and stuff. So it was okay. But I made sure I went back to the room to put it back in the room, in my suitcase.
Yeah, to not losing it twice.
Yeah, to make sure those. And then I lost a cord from my charger. It was like I was losing everything. I lose my head if it wasn't attached to my body. But no, the cruise was good. I went to my first stand-up comedy shows. It was Brad Trackman. He was hilarious. He's actually and I have to learn this. If you go to a stand-up, do not sit in the front row. I learned that the hard way.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna
they wait for. So it was just. It was just this couple, right? It was this couple, and it was me. And this guy was like, there's a lot of couples in the building. It was like, I was sitting by myself. He was like, are you single? I was like, no, I'm not single. And he was like, so, and then there was a group of girls over there. They were singing. It was like, so you're telling me if those girls wanted to do something with you? I was like, black men don't cheat. He was like, BS.
Not BS, sir.
BS. But guess what? He got my contact, and he was like, oh, what do you do? I said, I'm a radio host. So I was like, he asked me to do an air check. I was like, what's up with Shimei Cook? I'm Shimei Cook. He's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna come on your show. He gave me his information, so hopefully he come on. Brett, he has he was nominated for a Grammy.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, so he's pretty big time. He has a not Netflix special. He has an Apple TV Plus special. He has a bestseller book. He's a really good guy. So it was like, I really enjoyed the cruise. I love stand-up, and then that's my first stand-up show I ever been to. So it was like, I love comedy. I love stand-up. It was like, I'm definitely going to go to do some more stand-up. But the cruise was good. It at certain times, at night, they pick up the speed of the boat. Yeah. So, like, that's why it was a little wobbly. So I was like, oh, dang. So I had, like, a motion sickness bracelet to make sure, like, I don't vomit or anything. Mm-hmm. So it was like, okay, I'm fine. I'm good. And then we had walkies. Me and my family to communicate with people. Some people wasn't answering back. I was like, what the heck is going on? But
what's the point of the walkie?
What's the point of the walkie? Exactly. So, but it was pretty cool. I enjoyed myself. My family enjoyed herself. My mom is already in the works booking our next one, and hopefully she was saying maybe for 7 days instead of 3. Yeah. I was like, okay, make sure you get internet for everybody then, if it's going to be 7 days. But that's what's hot with me. What's hot with you, Vanessa?
Okay, so recently I've really just been trying to prioritize my mental and emotional wellness. I've just been trying to make sure I'm in a good headspace, especially going into the summer, because like I spent a lot of time in my room this semester, and I'm finally getting outside, making friends, meeting good people. And I don't want all of that to just sort of go out the window when summer hits. So I've really just been trying to prioritize making sure I'm okay. Yeah. Making sure my head's in a good place, all of that.
Yeah.
I've been eating really good. Eat good every day. Good. I love food.
Good. I love food too. Oh, that's what I was saying. On the cruise, they had some good. I could get. So we went to the restaurant. I'm sorry, keep going. Figure back. I didn't mean to cut you off.
You're fine.
But when we talk about food on the cruise, the food is unlimited. So we went to the restaurant in the cruise. We was the captain's ball. So I got me a steak. So you could get. It was an appetizer, right? The appetizer thing. You can get as much appetizers as you want. So I got me some calamari. I got me some mussels. I got me some shrimp. Right?
Oh, I love to hear people eat good. I love food.
But then for the entrees, you could only get 2. So my greedy,
not they stingy.
My greedy behind. Oh no, that's fine. That's fine. I got me a salmon and I got me a steak.
Okay, a little surf and turf.
No, it was good. When I tell you, it was good, and the steak was really great and moist. It was. I just missed that. That's the only thing I miss about the cruise is the food. That's the only thing I miss. But yeah, I'm sorry to cut about food.
No,
but
you're
I love
good.
Food.
Did you get any food poisoning? I've heard people say they go on cruises, eat as much as they can, and then come back and feel sick as a dog.
I'm fine. I was fine. No,
okay.
I'm fine.
That's good to know.
I'm good.
And which cruise line was that?
Carnival Freedom.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Carnival Freedom. Yeah, that was good. At first, I thought we were gonna go Disney. But my mom said, no, that's expensive. I was like, okay, makes sense. But I still had a fun time. And,
right, a cruise is a cruise is a cruise.
A cruise is a cruise. I was still on the island. I'm still at the beach. And I did collect some other seashells and stuff. But it was a really fun experience and definitely would do it again. But
what's the biggest shell you found?
It was like cause I don't know. I have to show you because my lady, she loves seashells. Yeah. Right. So I got it for her. So I was like, okay, at least the seashells weren't gone when what I got for her. So I was like, oh maybe. But they're nice. They're nice. They were pretty well. It was like a clam shell, not a clam shell. What do you call us? I don't know how to explain it. It was like a nice color. It was pink and orange. Yeah, it was a nice color. Yeah,
that's good.
So you gotta do your part as a guy. But we digress.
Very true.
Yes,
very true. Everybody listening, I hope you tuned into that.
And black men don't cheat. That's all you know. But black boys cheat. That's all you know that. But up next is the hot report, and that was what's hot with you. Up next is the hot report. What we got coming up in the hot report, Vanessa?
We're gonna be talking about the elections that we just had at Central here for student government, and then we're going to be talking a little bit about what J. Cole has had going on with Kendrick Lamar, Emmanuel Acho, and Mary Acho.
Yes,
perfect. Gotcha. I don't like to butcher names. Names are very important. And Mary J. Blige's hit is the subject of a lawsuit. We're going to talk about that. We're going to keep it a secret till we get there.
And much more. Snooze Scissor. It's What's Up with Shimei Cook. I am Shimei Cook. Got my guest co-host Vanessa Missick in the building. That was Scissor. Snooze. Scissor does it all the time. Hits the spot all the time. What's up, Vanessa? How you doing?
I'm doing good. Feeling good. Hungry. That's about it.
All right, let's get into it. It's time for the hot report. Let's go. All right. What's up with Shimei Cook? Got my guest co-host Vanessa Missick. How you doing, Vanessa?
I'm so glad to be here.
From pop culture to all the news at NCCU, this is the hot report.
I want to get into that. Like, that is my jam.
Okay.
Mom and Dad, if you're listening, ignore this.
On What's Hot.
Good job, Vanessa.
Thank you.
Did you like the intro, Vanessa?
Yes, I love hearing my voice. I was just like, oh my gosh, that's me.
All right, what's going on in culture? What's going on, Vanessa?
All right, so recently here at NCCU, we just had our student government elections. So some of those winners for Emmanuel Davis, he won Student Government Association Student Body President. Congratulations to him. Marcus Spates won Senior Class President, and Ebony Reed, that's my girl, she won Junior Class President. Congrats. And some of the winners of the Royal Court, were Mackenzie Davis Cowart for Miss Sophomore, Katie Adisu for Miss Junior, and Zariah Locke for Miss Senior. And for our kings, we have Lorenz McCain, Mr. Senior, Christopher Thorns, Mr. Junior, and Malachi Gridine, Mr. Sophomore. I would just like to say, Christopher Thorns, they asked him a question about, like, is it okay for men to cry? He ate that answer up. If you're listening right now, I hope you know you did that. You did that. Yeah.
Well, so thoughts on the election. Okay. So first of all, congratulations to all the winners. Yeah. We get that. But because Marcus is gonna be here in the second hour, so we're gonna talk to him more about what he's gonna do for his class. But I was going through Fizz, and this some people. I love that Fizz is anonymous, so I can't even say the source or whatever. But this is just evaluation, okay? This is just an analyzation, and this is a great point that this person made. Okay, and I don't know who the person is. I'm just quoting the person. I'm just reading something. This is not what I said. I'm just quoting what somebody else said on Fizz. So don't come for me, but which you will. I don't give a damn because it's my show.
LOL. LOL.
Don't care. Number one show on the network, anyways. But we digress. Okay, I'm just reading a quote from Fizz, and this makes a great point, and this is right on the money. This is what the person said, and I quote: "They might as well just call SGA, GBA, or GGA, Greek Government Association. This expletive is dumb AF. Who agrees?" Okay. When it comes to it is kind of fishy. When it comes to Vanessa's biting her fingers, it's okay. It's okay, Vanessa.
No, because I have things to say. I have things to say. No,
really?
Sure.
Okay.
Yes, I have things to say.
Okay, because it is kind of. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. It is kind of weird. It doesn't make sense. That person makes a great point. Half of SGA is GB, the Gamma Beta chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, which is kind of fishy because the advisor of SGA is an alumni of NCCU, former alumni mass communication student as well of NCCU, Jamal Searcy, and he also pledged Alpha Phi Alpha at this institution. And since if you look at the archives and look at the history, all the kings have been alphas or have been interests allegedly of that fraternity. That's something to look at, because I have not seen nobody take accountability for this. And the thing about it is, no one probably is going to take accountability for this, because it is what it is. And it seems like here at Central, Greek life is very forced on people. If you want to be a student leader, you got to be Greek. I'm sorry, it is what it is. It's the truth. You could bash my name, you could call me. I really don't give a damn, because this is my show. I don't care. But when I'm saying is, that person made a great point. They might as well call SGA GGA, Greek Government Association. That's what they might as well call it, because in the end of the day, this has happened for years. It is probably not going to change, and it's kind of blasphemous, because you don't, everybody, Greek life is not for everybody. So just because people ran great campaigns, but just because they're not Greek or you're not in organizations, and don't get me wrong, I love the D9s because they're part of black culture, part of HBCU culture, absolutely. But that just because you're not in the organization doesn't mean that you can't be a good student leader. And it seems like that's forced on people. And this is just my perspective. I'm just analyzing what I see, and from what that person said on Fizz, it makes a very fair analyzation.
I concur.
Yeah.
The way I thought about it, I always thought that, like, when you join a Greek organization, that's kind of like your way in to everything else. And you'll even hear people say that it's like one of the easiest ways to network, because once you're in, it's like, your sisters or your brothers, they're never gonna let you down. If this is what you want, you're gonna get it.
And
if somebody else that carries those letters is behind it.
Yeah.
So it's never surprising. That doesn't change the fact that shouldn't be the case. Like, in every single facet of whatever it is you're doing. It shouldn't be like, oh, I know my brothers are here, so I'm gonna get my way in. That shouldn't be the case, but it doesn't surprise me at all, especially because in college, this is when you build yourself up as far as like careers go and everything. This is when you what's the word? You plant your roots.
Your roots.
Yes, you plant your seeds, you grow your roots, all of that. So I feel like that's really just what this is. Like, people are like, I have to get in one way or another. I know that I want that spot, so I'm gonna make sure that I pledge for it, or I do this for it. I don't know all the ins and outs. Yeah, but
allegedly.
Right,
yes,
allegedly.
But the thing is, and they make it so obvious. The thing is as well, it's the fact that if people run good, there's people that ran great campaigns that did not win. That's what came. Thank you. Flashback. with the elections, they always make it seem like, oh, it's the students that vote. No, this is just my opinion, okay? This is my opinion. This is my analyzation. I feel like the advisor and stuff at SGA and Royal Court, they choose who they want to win because they never publicize or market the results. That's what's fishy to me, because they never publicize the results of the election, right? Put it on their social media page, and that's kind of fishy to me, and that's not how democracy should run. And this is the kicker. Current SGA president Cameron Emery, and this to let you know, Vanessa, none of the people at SGA like to talk to me because they know I'm gonna hold them accountable.
As you should.
Yeah, especially Jamal, because once he see me, he walks the other way or he just walk past me. Don't say anything, which is fine. I don't give a damn. LOL, yeah, because he know I'm right, and Cameron too. But Cameron said this to me as well, and this is what made it very, very obvious. He said this the semester before he crossed Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. He said, and I quote, alphas have always been queens and have been NCCU kings, and that's not going to change. And that's before he crossed. Yeah, that's before he crossed.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Like, if you already know that's your way in, then you already know that's your way in.
Yeah. It's kind of, does that make it fair? That's the question. No, because there's other people who are not Greek that should be doing stuff on campus. But like I said, I digress. That's just as an analyzation what I think on how this thing, and like I said, I don't care because I won't be here. So y'all could deal with this nonsense because I won't be here. But I'm just saying, it's just not fair how a democracy, a quote unquote democracy here at Central is ran, where there is no, fairness in a fair democracy.
And transparency.
Transparency. And some advisors are stuck in a way, and but we digress. But like I said, congratulations to all of the winners and stuff. And some people, once they join organizations, they change as well. I noticed that. But it is what it is. And that's how the democracy works here at Central. And I guess there's no changing about it. Because I won't be here. So, but what else? What else is in the hot report, Vanessa?
J. Cole recently publicly apologized to Kendrick Lamar after the two shared a rough exchange over some recent songs, and I believe we have some audio of that we can pull up.
So I felt conflicted because I'm like, bro, I know I don't really feel no way, but the world want to see blood. So I say all of that to say I moved in a way that I feel spiritually feel bad on me. Like I try to jab my back. And I try to keep it friendly, but at the end of the day, when I listen to it and when it comes out and I see the talk, that don't sit right with my spirit. That disrupts my peace.
Yeah, and I'm glad that he took accountability for that. That's the thing. He took accountability for
What were they beefing about?
That's the thing. I don't understand what's the point of beefing in hip hop, because first of all, I think J. Cole is a top 10 rapper of all time, definitely, and Kendrick is in the top 10 as well. But I think when it comes to longevity, I think Kendrick has J. Cole beat when it comes to longevity, and lyricists and writing and Grammys as well. I think J. Cole, I'm glad that he took accountability. I think in social media gets in the way of people taking accountability as well. I didn't go to Dreamville, so I didn't see how the energy was when he said that, but it seems like when people, the fans are trying to flip it and say, oh, he's too weak, he's weird, or he's weak for taking accountability. That's, as a grown man, you're supposed to take accountability, and he said he was wrong for it. He admitted, and that's what's important, and especially in hip hop and music. You take accountability, and I think that this is
life.
Yeah, in life, exactly.
Who's saying he's weak for that? Yeah. I want to see. I want to see you take accountability for something.
Exactly. Oh, okay, exactly. Oh, okay. But no, I think that people in Hollywood need to, and not people in Hollywood, and J. Cole did the right thing by taking accountability for what he did and what he did wrong. But what you got on this, Vanessa?
I wasn't even fully versed in whatever they had going on.
Yeah.
I heard that like Drake was involved as well. He is always in some mess.
Yeah, I think Drake is so messy sometimes. It is what it is.
His life sorted out. Yeah. How his son doing? His son put out a freestyle. That was hard.
Yeah. What else? All right.
That was my favorite song ever. Okay, I'm just kidding. Next up, Emmanuel Acho responds after facing backlash for his comments about Angel Reese's emotional post-game interview. Former football player and current sports analyst Emmanuel Acho has faced some of that backlash on social media after he shared his opinion of Angel Reese's emotional post-game interview after LSU's loss to Iowa. As previously reported, with the game marking Angel's final game as a senior, she became emotional as she reflected on all she's endured after winning last year's championship. She spoke about being threatened, sexualized, and more, but remained strong through it all. I think we have some audio of that.
About to give a gender-neutral, racially indifferent take. Now, if you want to say, well, Acho, cater your take based upon gender, Acho, cater your take based upon race, I will understand that. But I'm about to give a gender-neutral, racially indifferent take. Angel Reese, you can't beat a big bad wolf, but then kind of cry like Courage the Cowardly Dog. Because if you want to act grown, which she has, if you want to get paid like you grown, which you are, if you want to talk to grown folks like you grown, which you did post-game when you told a coach for an opposing team, watch your mouth. If you want to tell people, get your money up, then post-game when you take an L, you just got to take it on the chin. Nobody mourns when the villain catches an L. And Angel Reese, you have self-proclaimed to be the villain. Shout out to you because you were the second best basketball player on the court, and it was not close. Outside of Caitlin Clark, it was you. 17 and 20, dog. Showed up, biggest game, second biggest game of your career. Absolute dog. But you can't, under any circumstance, go to the podium and now try to ask for individuals to give you sympathy. No one has sympathy for the villain. You painted the bullseye on your back. Why are you surprised when people shoot at you? So if you want to act grown, if you want to pose grown, if you want to talk grown, if you want to talk to grown folks grown, then you got to take the L like you grown. Because what frustrated me is when you want to be the villain, but you want to hope for sympathy like a hero.
First of all, I don't. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't understand why, when it comes to, advocating for women and stuff. I get that she lost. Okay, analyze that she lost. Yes, she lost. But you forget the fact that she said that she was. You can't make a gender and racial unbiased opinion based on what the situation is going on, because like Angel Reese said in the press conference, her whole career at LSU she has been sexualized, she has been called ghetto, she has been called for being her authentically herself,
right? And
for Emmanuel Acho, a black man in media, for him to not, advocate for her in that way on his platform, it's kind of blasphemous to me, and it's kind of bothersome that his whole one of his whole what do they call it, brand is talking about life as a black person in America, but you're not advocating for women's rights, and women already got it harder as it is when it comes to especially in sports. And that's the reason why she was crying. I don't think she was crying because she lost. I think she was crying because she was just tired of the media attacking her, attacking her personality, attacking her family, and threatening her. Like, there's no reason that just because I play a game and I'm authentically myself, I should be threatened, and that makes no sense.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead, Vanessa.
I was just a little confused about why he was saying if you want to talk grown, pose grown, grown. What does that have to do with anything that was going on? If she's talking about and also at the beginning when he was like, I'm gonna make a gender neutral, racial neutral,
exactly.
Those you can't claim to make a statement of neutrality when the very thing that someone is speaking on has so much to do with the way their identity aligns with what you're claiming to be neutral about.
Exactly.
I'm sure a lot of the threats and the sexualization that she's experienced is because she's a black woman. So that kind of defeats the whole neutrality claim. So he can shut up. I don't even know that man. Let me relax. Anyway, but the whole talk grown, do grown, How old is he? How old is he talking about some grown?
I think he's in his 30s.
Oh. And how old is this young woman?
I think she's in her 20s.
Okay.
Yeah.
graduating last game, I'd say like about 22, 23. She still has a lot of life
and she's probably making more money than him actually.
And that's probably why he mad. Anywho, like expecting
allegedly, I don't know everybody's bank account, so that's why I'm just saying. But she's making a lot of money through 9. She's making more money than most WNBA players. Just let you know that.
Yeah, as a college student, I really hate that for them.
Yeah, but we digress. And that was the hot report. You got one more point. Go ahead.
Me?
Yeah, you said you had one more. You were about to say something?
I was just going to say, I don't understand why he's bringing up this grown stuff. That doesn't really contribute to the conversation at hand. And also, it's kind of odd for him to expect a woman that's 22, 23 to have all of this grown mentality. She still has so much life to experience. So much to just do, so much to see. That doesn't really play a part here. And I don't like how he threw that out there. Somebody put that man on a watch list. I don't like the way he said pose grown. Put him on a watch list today. And I'm not playing.
Not playing. She plays no games. But and that was the hot report. Coming up at the top of the hour, we got you covered with the hot mix of the day, and we got a special guest in the building as well. DJ Smoke, he is here as well. It is or more. It's What's Hot with Shimei Cook. Keep it here.
You're listening to What's Hot on NCCU AudioNet.
It is What's Hot with Shimei Cook. I am Shimei Cook. Got my guest co-host Vanessa Missick in the building. How you doing, Vanessa?
Still good.
Good. And we
still hungry.
Yeah, still hungry. It's okay. It's okay. And we got a special guest in the building. He is a very popular DJ here at NCCU. He needs no introduction. It's DJ Smoke in the building. Who wants smoke with him? Let's give him a clap offering. Welcome to the show. Welcome to What's Up. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good. How you been? Semester's almost over. Well, you graduating next semester.
Yes. Next semester.
How's life going?
Life is good. I mean, just like yourself, battling. Just making sure you manage your time between school and then making sure you focusing on your craft, and then just life things. It's really just balancing your time.
Yeah, understood. What made you want to become a DJ?
So I always had a love for music.
Okay.
And I always had a love for entertaining. We had some people that I grew up with from my hometown. I come from a small town, so it's big on side hustles.
Yes.
So
okay.
We had a lot of people that was DJing and stuff. Actually, my mentor, DJ Low Key, shout out to him. He's actually from around my hometown.
Okay.
So looking at him growing up, it was just like he was kind of like a superstar to me.
Okay.
Yeah, that man was a superstar to me, and it's good now because now I'm right under him, working for the same company, and so I just thank God for real.
Oh,
thank God for all that.
Absolutely. Go ahead, Vanessa. You got some questions?
I pointed to the ceiling because I was like, yeah, thank God. Yeah, you can never go wrong thanking a big man.
Of course.
Okay, so I have a question about the equipment you use.
Okay.
How long did it take you to master all of that?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question.
Because I've seen that setup. Ridiculous.
Okay,
what?
So when I first started, I started out with a beginner's board. The beginner's board is not that hard to kind of master because it's not as unique as the new board. But when it comes down to DJing, it's just like everything else, muscle memory. Most of the stuff that's on the DJ board, you don't use it unless you in certain circumstances.
Okay.
You feel me? So it's really muscle memory. Once you get it down packed, you can just kind of go on a limb and just do what you do. But I say probably like a month.
Okay.
A month to kind of
That's a decent amount of time.
Yeah. And then, like I said, I have a lot of people to thank for that because a lot of people was in my role before me. So they just already knew, like, okay, you do this, and this. And I'm a person that kind of catches on fast. So
gotcha.
Yeah.
Good for you. What was your inspiration to want to be a DJ?
So, like I said, my love for music, my love for entertainment, but it was really I'm probably like in the 9th, 10th grade. I had a big brother. His name was Aaron. They called him DJ Wilt.
Okay.
Me and him, we used to go everywhere together. So when he used to take me to his gigs and stuff, the way he used to move a crowd and the way he used to do stuff like that, it was like, man, I could probably do this. Like, I like this. So it got to a time where he moved on. He started doing other stuff. So his gigs, he'd just be like, "I taught you how to do it. You go out there." And so I went and did a couple cookouts and stuff like that. And like I said, when I got to Central, DJ Low Key is an alumni at Central.
Gotcha.
So just coming in, kind of like wanting to be the next him.
Gotcha.
That was definitely
always be yourself.
Of course.
And people think I'm the next Wendy Williams or Charlamagne. No, I'm Shimei. I'm the next Shimei.
Of course. So I had a lot of. It was really the love for music, entertainment, and then the people that I got, the people that supports me. What
type of music are you into right now?
What's crazy is like I'm into everything.
Okay, so country, rock, AC/DC.
And I'm going to just go, and for all the people, they get mad at me because when I'm ending in the calf, I'm going to put some country on.
Yeah, I do peep that. Baby, don't
Hey, they get mad at me, but it's like,
especially Live is a Highway.
I love that song. I love that song. So probably if I'm up in the cab till 2 or 3 around 1:45, 2:45. Oh yeah, that last 15 minutes, I gotta put my Luke Combs on. I gotta put it on, man.
Go ahead, Vanessa. What you got?
Okay, how important do you feel music is as far as HBCU culture goes?
I feel like music is super important, and I say that because everything. I'm real into music where it tells stories and send messages.
Okay.
So
elaborate on that.
To say that, I say that because you can be going through anything, and at HBCUs just being, sorry, but being just African Americans.
Yeah.
You don't have to apologize.
We black. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud.
So being African American, we go through so much.
Okay.
So I feel like a lot of artists speak what's going on in the world through their art.
Okay.
And that's what I love. Gotcha. I love when telling stories. I love just putting the art out where if people listen to it, they can be like, oh my God, either he knows what I'm going through, she knows what I'm going through, or they done been through it before.
Yeah. Okay, understood. Hey, we're still here with DJ Smoke. Vanessa, what you got?
I just thought about this. So if you had to pick between Dreams and Nightmares and Finito, what would you pick to play like at a function where it's like
that's a good. I think Dreams and Nightmares is like that. I'm gonna go. That's just my opinion, but you're the DJ here. Who you go?
So
there is a wrong answer, by the way.
There is
allegedly. Allegedly. That's what they say.
So a lot of people get on me for playing Dreams and Nightmares.
Why? I think you know why? Because this is the South. I think because I'm from Connecticut.
Okay.
That's a big because Philadelphia's right a few states over. That's a northern thing. I think because of the South. I think Finito's. You probably was going Finito.
So I had somebody tell me like, DJ Smoke, you get a 10 out of 10 tonight because you didn't play Dreams and Nightmares.
Wow.
But
really?
I'm kind of. I'm gonna say it. I'm kind of tired of the Finitos.
Stop!
Really?
I'm tired.
You're hearing it from the DJ. Spring Fling is on. It's coming up. He's gonna be playing it. So you do not expect that to be played.
I just feel like as a DJ, it's so hard, and I commend all my fellow DJs out there because I feel like people today don't know music, so you can't really play the newest and the hottest because they want to hear what they used to.
Gotcha.
So it's kind of hard to kind of put people on music because like you said, you said in those times would I rather play Dreams and Nightmares or Finito? Well, I want to play Cash Cobain.
That wasn't the question, though.
I'm saying in those times, I want to play, the new stuff that I'm hearing that I like that is turn up music in the club, but nobody knows.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
You know,
But to answer your question, dreams and nightmares.
Okay.
So 2 wrong answers. Wow.
All right, we got to wrap it up. Let me ask 2 more questions. Favorite rapper right now, and then after that, who is the top 5? Who is your Mount Rushmore of rap? There are wrong answers, just let you know. But who's your favorite rapper?
Allegedly.
Favorite rapper, greatest rapper alive. Is J. Cole.
Wow. Okay, so I think he needs to get tested.
For what exactly? Maybe we should conduct a list so that we make sure he hits all the.
Definitely J. Cole.
Oh, it's so funny we were just talking about that food.
I know. And we ain't even gonna get on that topic, but definitely J. Cole.
So you're saying he's better than Jay-Z? That's what you're saying. So yes on the question.
To me, he's better than Jeezy.
I said Jay-Z.
Oh, Jay-Z?
Yes.
Jay-Z.
Hold on, Jeezy.
My fault. I thought he said
Why did you
Jeezy.
still say yes to that?
He is. Okay, okay.
He's better than Jeezy. I'm gonna say that. Yeah.
I think we're all experiencing difficulties.
I wouldn't put him over Jay-Z just because.
Wow. You need to get tested.
He got a lot from Jay-Z.
You just proved my point. He got a lot from Jay-Z, so that means Jay-Z is better than him.
That's what I said. I said I wouldn't put him over Jay-Z.
Okay. Okay.
And Mount Rushmore.
Just 4.
J. Cole.
At number 1.
J. Cole at number 1.
Damn.
Oh wait, are we talking about me?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. J. Cole at number 1. I'm gonna go Jordan Lucas for number 2. Yeah, I love Jordan Lucas. I'm gonna go Little Dirt.
Wow. This got a Grammy. You think he's good? Okay, go ahead.
We'll go Little Dirt. Let's go.
You probably gonna say Lil Baby or something.
Lil Baby. Sorry.
I'm gonna actually go Drake. For me,
he's not a rapper. He is not a rapper.
Okay.
That does not count.
That does not count.
That does not count.
So let's go, the baby and
what the
Glock.
I'm so okay. My God. Okay, DJ Smoke. Thank you so much.
Wait, how many people are on Mount Rushmore?
4.
Oh, you said 4?
Yes.
Okay, I thought you said top 5.
No, 4.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Mount Rushmore. All right, what's next for you? Spring Fling is coming up. What you doing? We gotta let you go.
Okay, so it's coming. Lineup dropping real soon. Lineup is dropping real soon. For this Spring Fling, we're gonna be doing a lot for the people.
Okay.
It's not gonna be, of course, it's a business.
You still gotta get your money.
But we're gonna be doing a lot for the people.
Okay.
But I made a couple polls and said, what would you like for Spring Fling? So these ideas, of course we came up with them, but it's mostly for the people. We're going to do a lot for the people this spring.
Vanessa, last question. Go ahead.
First of all, for the people, that's what we love to hear. That's what we love to see.
Yeah,
but also, I would just like to add, before we were on the air, he said that I would get a free song request. So I wanted to make sure that I put that on the record.
Free song request for Vanessa. She deserves it.
Yes.
And do.
I thank y'all so much.
Because I don't be knowing none of the songs y'all be playing.
Well, Vanessa, that means you're not cultured. That's your problem.
You not wrong.
Yeah,
you not
your
wrong.
Problem. It's okay. We digress.
I definitely thank y'all, and big shout out. I always call him when I see him. I call him the GOAT. Big shout out to Shimei, man.
Listen, I appreciate. I'm not no GOAT. I'm not a GOAT yet. I still got a lot of work to do.
Big shout out to him. I just know the seriousness he do and how he work on his craft, and just us being young and us being in school, just balancing out working on our craft and just handling life stuff. It's hard, and I know that, so I know what you go through. So
hey, appreciate it, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you for coming on the show. Thank you so much, DJ Smoke. You could follow him on Instagram at djsmoke.me. Yep, I'm all that jazz. DJ Smoke, everybody.
Yes, sir.
We'll be right back. Up next is Mr. Marcus Spatz. He's a senior class president-elect. That's next. It's What's Up with Shimei Cook. It's What's Up with Shimei Cook. I am Shimei Cook. Got my guest co-host Vanessa Missick in the building. How you doing, Vanessa?
Still good. Still hungry.
Good. And we got another special guest in the building. He is the senior class president-elect here at NCCU. It is Mr. Marcus Spatz in the building. How you doing, Marcus?
Awesome. I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me.
No problem. No problem. How does it feel to be the senior class president-elect?
It feels great. It's surreal. I'm not surprised, but just really trying to
take it all in.
Take it all in.
Yeah.
It happened
Understood.
very quickly, but I'm excited for the challenge. I'm up for the challenge.
Good. So what type of things do you want to, you have in store for your class this coming up year?
Yeah, I have some really big goals that I want to achieve next year. My main thing is just to have a dynamic and engaging administration.
Okay.
Be as transparent as we can about the conversations we're having.
Gotcha.
As well as promoting the work we do. A lot of student leaders, they get into the work and they do the work, but the student body is not always in on those conversations. So we want to make sure the seniors of the class of 2025 have their voices heard and understand that we're having those conversations that they're very interested in.
What type of things have you learned through your experience with SGA? I know you are part of the political action, right?
Yeah,
political action committee. How does that? What type of things have you learned to prepare for this role as senior class president elect?
Yeah, that's a great question. I currently serve as director of political action and community engagement. I've learned a lot with networking. You can't work the same with one person that you do the other.
Right.
It's the same,
this is smart. This is
that's
true.
Same with staff and the same with students. And one thing I've learned throughout my role is incentives.
I know that's right.
Elaborate on that. No, that's a really great point. Elaborate.
Yes, I think a lot of students they need incentive to get out their room to be engaged, especially with something that a lot of students aren't very excited about. Voting. So almost every event that I put on this year had some type of incentive, whether that was the political action fair when they got slushies at the end, or if it was the Black George Jamboree when they got Caribbean Kicker at the end, or if it was the Sword to the Polls when we invited the band and the cheer team to do performances. So no matter what the type of incentive is, they want to make sure they get something out of it.
Well, with incentives, that costs money. So how do you deal with that? Those type of adversities when it comes to funding and stuff. I know every organization gets, I think, $3,000 a semester, right? A year, right? Am I correct?
I'm not sure the exact number.
Yeah. I know you get some money for.
Yeah, we do get money that's set aside for students and their resources and student organizations, especially the bigger ones like SGA or SAB. The university is good at, they know it's not just academics. They want to make sure their students are involved on campus and enjoy their 4 years here. So they do set aside money, but a lot of times you can get grants or sponsors from outside
that's good.
organizations. So with the Black George Jamboree, it was mostly sponsored by North Carolina Black Alliance.
Oh, good.
So it goes back to my main point of networking and making sure you build those things. And like just this past weekend, North Carolina Black Alliance sponsored a number of students from Central to go to Dreamville and do activation, civic engagement. And then at the end, we got to party. So it was pretty cool.
Wait, so you went?
I did go.
Oh, how was that? So we were talking about in the first hour that J. Cole apologized to Kendrick. How was that?
Yeah, I really didn't have a stance on it. I was just like, play that song, please.
Right. I'm just here to hear my jam.
It is so ironic because that was part of your platform, Dreamville.
Yeah.
So are you a J. Cole fan or something like that? Are you just like that music festival?
Yeah, I am a J. Cole fan, and I also am from Fayetteville too.
Oh,
so
wow!
I thought it was a cool. I was born in Fayetteville, and I grew up in Charlotte.
So why you didn't go to Fayetteville State?
I'm not really sure. My family went to Fayetteville State. So they was like, you gonna come to Broncos? I was like, I don't know.
I don't know about that one.
I don't know.
Okay, go ahead, Vanessa.
Okay, so earlier you mentioned being committed to the transparency within the student body. Like, you start work and they're not always there for each part of it. What ways do you plan to follow through with that commitment to making sure that everybody is involved and aware of what's taking place?
Yeah, so it can be small things and big things. So like big thing would be like newsletters, put it in the emails, put it in the Instagram post to say everything you did that month. And you can also be little things like promo videos don't have to only be promoting an event. You can say, hey, today we're with the senior class council and we met with the chancellor's office, or we met with the graduation committee.
Okay.
Things like that. So it doesn't have to be this big, hey guys, look at this. But it's just making sure they're, like you said, a part for every step of the process. This year we did great with advocacy surveys and putting those out. So even if you can't come to the meetings, the open meetings or anything like that, you can still, type what you want to say and we'll handle it from there. That's at the end of the day, that's our job. We're elected officials from the student body. So they shouldn't have to do the legwork.
Right.
According to Fizz, Fizz is a big part of, our culture here at Central. Yes. But they say SGA don't do anything. allegedly. And I'm going to admit, you guys do some stuff, but you guys just don't do a good way of marketing. So how do you plan on, this coming year? How do you plan on changing that marketing, aspect of making sure students know that this is what we're doing? We want you guys to come out. What is your your agenda to change that perspective of SGA, quote unquote, doesn't do anything?
So that's an interesting point. One way is, I alluded to it earlier, it's not just promoting your events, because that's not all that we do.
Yep.
So even if it's like something, a funny skit or a TikTok or even a meme, things like that, that's like, okay, they're involved. I think we did cool with the takeover this year.
Okay.
That we can show our personalities from the e-board, because a lot of times it is just business, which is good. We need that for, higher reasons, but we're still students. We want to show. So that's what the takeover did. Something that we might do different. I think once we get more diverse leaders, and not just people that are already student leaders or in the same clique or anything like that, but we can have people from more than just the communications department do PR. Everyone has great ideas. So I think maybe a marketing student or business students, even political science students, a lot of students have more than just their major to give.
Yep.
And I think if you open that conversation up, I think that's a wonderful start. I also think it has to be more than one person,
Right.
So when you have one person running a PR team, especially for a class counselor or something, they're still a student. They got full-time stuff to do, part-time jobs.
Yeah.
So it gets like that. So I think if you open it up, share the workload, I say the more the merrier. The more student leaders we have, the better the quality of the work will be.
Absolutely. How do you deal with negative noise? How you think you're going to deal with negative noise as the next student on the class president, senior class president?
Well, I deal with negative noise the same I would deal with the positive noise. I take all of things in consideration, and we can filter through some stuff that's like non-applicable.
Gotcha.
But even the negative things like, SJ doesn't do anything, we know that's not true, because we're there for those 3-hour meetings every week, so we know what we're doing.
True.
But it's still a concern. Just because you don't like or you think it's negative doesn't mean it's not something that went into forming that opinion. So I would deal with the same. I deal with positive things like, oh my God, we love that Black George Jamboree. Okay, if that had a great turnout, a great response, maybe we'll do that again. They said, this wasn't really feeling me. That wasn't a negative thing. That's just something we can improve on. And
constructive criticism. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. Go ahead, Vanessa.
Just from the way you answered that, and just from sitting next to you, I can tell that your interest and your investment in this is genuine. So I want to know what in your early youth encouraged you to even get involved in student leadership to make a difference the way you're trying to?
I love this question.
The way you are doing, actually.
Thank you. So in high school, I was a very extroverted person.
Okay.
And I'm trending towards that again, but COVID really stopped that for me.
Yeah, COVID, if I was a person, I would beat her up.
or him.
Right.
So during COVID, I became more to myself, introverted. And when I got to Central, I'm a senior, so that freshman year was still very, shut
Rocky.
down.
Yeah.
I remember for the first semester of my freshman year, I went home the first 11 weeks.
What?
That's basically the whole semester.
Yeah, it was every weekend for the first 11 weeks. I didn't have no car. I got on the train.
About to say, that gas.
Yeah.
I was late with my mama, my siblings, and my friends every weekend. Even the second semester, I went home.
Okay.
Because that's when they kicked everyone out of Baines.
Yeah. Oh, and now Baines is shut down.
Yeah, and Baines was cheap back then. So I was like, I'll go home.
I don't have to stay here.
I don't need this. So then I came back sophomore year, and I got a little bit out of my shell.
Okay.
But I think it's a point, is you have to build community, especially when a place you're going to be here for 4 years. And building community is more than something you say. It's an actual action you have to take every single day. And every community is not uplifting. Let's just be honest. Every community is not built to uplift you and to make you successful. So you have to have daily decisions, daily discernment.
Yes, discern. Come on now.
To make sure, is this people good for me? Is this community going to embrace me? So that's when I joined SGA.
Yep.
Junior year. I love SGA. I love the people that I've met. I love my coworkers. That's what we call them. I love the administration that I work under. I love the people that I've got to connect with. And at first I was like, dang, I wish I would have done this earlier. But it's such a wonderful time that I'm here exactly where I'm supposed to be this year. and now I'm the senior class president elect.
Yes,
I never would have.
That's something. That's clap for him for that, because it's tough. It's tough, and I really hope that you make a change. And I won't be here because I'm leaving after this semester. But I believe that you will be are going to be so successful in your role, and you're going to do great things, and I wish you nothing but the best, and thank you so much for coming on the show. I appreciate you so much, Marcus.
No problem. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Up next is the hot question of the day, which you voted on, and we're going to have the results of it. Can you live without your phone? That is the question. Up next is What's Up with Shimei Cook. Keep it here. We'll be right back. It's What's Up with Shimei Cook. Sorry, Vanessa. I'm Shimei Cook. Got my guest co-host Vanessa Missick in the building. That was Doja Cat Paint the Town Red here on What's Up. That was good. We had a few good conversations back to back. DJ Smoke and Marcus Spetz. That was Spates. There was good conversations, weren't they?
Yes. They flowed very easily. I like that.
Yes, absolutely. Now let's get into it. Let's get into this the hot question of the day. I pull a poll out on my Instagram, as I do every week on Shimei Cook TV. And the poll was, can you live without your phone? Now that question comes from my sister. During my cruise, they were itching for they were so I feel like they're addicted to their phone. They're like, oh my god, I don't know my phone. I can't text nobody. I can't. And so that made me bring up the question.
Yeah.
Can you live without your phone? Now, Vanessa, what's your take on this question?
Okay, so I want to say yes and no, but just because the things that we have to commit ourselves to, not just as mass comm majors, but just as content creators.
Yeah.
I'm not doing my thing now, but I'm about to start a YouTube channel, all of that. I'm gonna need my phone as far as marketing and promotion, but when it comes to just recreational time, I play a lot of games on my phone. If I had to just stop doing that, I believe I could. Okay. I've done it before. I've just been okay, enough of that. So yeah, I think I could live without my phone.
Well, according to the poll, it was 50-50.
I voted yes.
You voted yes.
I did.
It was 50-50. I think I can. I won't be successful with my job. I can't do it because I need to know what's going on in the news and pop culture and entertainment and stuff, and headline news as well. Right. I need to know. I need technology. That's how I get my news. I need to make sure I can contact my important people in my life, and I can't live without my phone. I'm sorry, I can't. I know that. And I was even on my cruise, I was oh my gosh, what's going on? And the Wi-Fi wasn't working. I had to switch from one device to another device because you can only use one device at a time. So it was oh damn. But no, I can't live without my phone. I know I can't. So if you take my phone away, you will see me start itching. What the heck is going on?
Itching? Yes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I know I have. But it's once you do something so much, you get accustomed.
Yeah.
You get accustomed to doing it. So I don't know. I can't live without my phone. I'm sorry.
I think it would be really interesting to see exactly how people would respond to not being able to use their phones for any given of time, any given amount of time. Excuse me, they get locked away or something. I feel like we would have a very leave the world behind Netflix movie situation on our hands. Things would fall apart very fast.
Yeah, I can't see myself living without my phone. I really can't. And at least I admit it. At least I'm not lying to myself.
Is it so within that question, is it no phone, no iPad, no laptop,
no internet
nothing?
at all? No internet at all.
Yeah, we simply because of the world we live in, the way things have digitally progressed, we would all be screwed.
Yep, all of us will be screwed. That's the prime example of the hack that we had last semester.
Yeah,
you saw.
We're still suffering the repercussions of that.
You're still suffering from that. But even then, you saw people. I remember the chief of police, Chief Williams, was saying, "Y'all." Now you know how to have a conversation without your phones. It was I know how to see. Don't get me wrong. I know how to have a conversation, but I do need my phone to do my job successfully. I do need the internet to do my job successfully. So, can I live without my phone? Absolutely not. I'm sorry. I can't live without internet. I really can't, because that's basically how I do my job. So, if we didn't have internet, a lot of jobs will be going.
Yeah,
a lot of jobs will be going. Think about it.
If there was no need for the internet, then it's sure, maybe we could do without it, but we rely on it so heavily, it's not even realistic to expect any sort of success without it.
Absolutely not. What's the moral of the story?
Moral of the story: keep your phone charged. Keep your phone charged, guys.
Keep your phone
Never
charged.
know.
Never know.
And get a hotspot situated.
I know.
You never know when you're gonna need it.
Never know when you're gonna need it. All right, it's what's hot with Shimei Cook. That was the hot question of the day. Keep it here. Tyler Water, NCC Audio Net. It's what's hot with Shimei Cook. I am Shimei Cook. Got my guest co-host Vanessa Missick in the building. Vanessa, I had a great time with you today.
Right? This was such a good show. I love it here.
Great show. You know, we had some great conversations and all that stuff. And you know, I'm just gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss this show. It's my second to last show, but it's okay.
I hope you know you will be missed here. Like,
okay.
who's doing this? Who's doing this?
My call of the day is next. It's SZA Kill Bill. It's what's up with Shimei Cook. I'm Shimei Cook. That was SZA Kill Bill. Me and Vanessa talking behind the scenes about, you know, she gonna miss me and stuff. It's my second to last show, and appreciate you for coming on once again, Vanessa.
Thank
it was
you
a
for having me.
Really great time with you. You know, hopefully I won't be here next year, but you know, I hope you continue like doing stuff with Masscom. Hopefully, you know, you can have a spin-off of your own show one day.
True.
Yeah. So that's
maybe.
that's the ultimate goal. You know, and that's all. That's what this is all about. It's about, you know, putting people on to the game and make sure we all have voices that are amplified. You know, for greatness, and that's the point of my show. It's the point of what I do, and I really hope that everybody enjoys what I do. Enjoy today's show. Appreciate DJ Smoke for coming on. Appreciate Marcus Spates for coming on. Appreciate Vanessa for coming on once again as a guest co-host.
Thank you so much.
No problem, Vanessa. What's your final
words?
Final words before we leave?
Final words. Oh, I don't know. I don't want it to end. Final words. It's a blessing to be here. Thank you so much for even giving me this opportunity, Shimei. Okay. And I want to see you do great things. No problem. Oh, I appreciate that, and I will. And you will do great things as well. You have that voice of a, you know, news anchor and news personality. So hopefully, you know, you take the advantages of that Central has and go for it. Go for your dreams. Reach for the stars. Thank you.
No problem. It's time for my quote of the day, and it's simply this: the most valuable thing you can make is a mistake. You can't learn from anything for being perfect because nobody is perfect anyways. So just live life to the fullest. I love you for listening. Love you for tuning in, and I love you so much for supporting. We see you guys next time. It's What's Up with Shimei Cook. The Brooke Lindsay Show is next.